I remember how it was before. As a young boy growing up, having some fun around the block. Now this generation gets so vile. I myself, I wonder why is that the tone of our life. Grandma say you sit behind closed door, but that is not true anymore. Society flush you out for sure. Kids today losing their ambition. They want to just like Gaga and tell them that's not the solution. No man. But the massive there. Speak to the kids and them. Keep your mind at school and help yourself. Education to excel. Don't choose the bottom of the well. Don't grudge and envy your brother, man. Put the hand on if you can. Come, let's build this little island. You don't know. Respect all the teachers. Show love for the elders. Your mother don't want you. Don't put yourself in trouble. Head should be on your shoulder, not right down in the gutter. If you have a problem, speak to someone, you just might solve them. Yes, ma'am. This is the message going out to the youth and them live from the WCK band, man. Keep this spirit alive, man. You don't know, speak to someone. Jealousy is always on your mind. Time we put this thing aside. Come let we elevate our lives. People want you like you are. They will tell them put your best to man. Just try to your best to make things move. Yo dis tout bouche passer pour manger. Pas mêler ça mon palais. Avancer pour avancer. Passer la caca chile. Bel pays côté pour nous. On nous voit aller plus loin. Yes man. Take this message. Don't know. Keep your mind at school to help yourself. Education to excel. Don't choose the bottom of the well. Don't grudge and envy your brother, man. Put the hand on if you can. Come, let's build this little island. Here we go. Love sister and brother. Let's go. Encourage another. Let me know. If we just come together, I bet that we can make things better. Let me go. Yes, ma'am. Again. Let me make things better. Listen up. Let me make things better. Let's go. Let me make things better. Again. Ding there. Yes, ma'am. Listen up. Respect all the teachers. Show love for the elders. Your mother don't want you. Don't put yourself in trouble. Head should be on your shoulder, not right down in the gutter. If you have a problem, speak to someone, you just might solve them. Yes, man. This one going out to the youths and them. Listen, oh. There we go. I remember how it was before. As a young boy growing up, having some fun around the block. Now this generation gets so vile. I myself, I wonder why is that the tone of our life. Grandma say you sit behind closed door, but that is not true anymore. Society flush you out for sure. Kids today losing their ambition. They want to just like Gaga and tell them that's not the solution. No man. But the massive there. Speak to the kids and them. Keep your mind at school and help yourself. Education to excel. Don't choose the bottom of the well. Don't grudge and envy your brother, man. Put the hand on if you can. Come, let's build this little island. You don't know. Respect all the teachers. Show love for the elders. Your mother don't want you. Don't put yourself in trouble. Head should be on your shoulder, not right down in the gutter. If you have a problem, speak to someone, you just might solve them. Yes, ma'am. This is the message going out to the youth and them live from the WCK band, man. Keep this spirit alive, man. You don't know, speak to someone. Jealousy is always on your mind. Time we put this thing Christ I come, then we elevate our lives. People want you like you are, they will tell them put your best to man, just try to do your best to make things move.
Good afternoon, Dominica. Good afternoon to the diaspora, wherever you're listening from today. Welcome to the Youth Vibes program on DBS Radio.
Yes, ma'am. Take this message. Don't know.
This program is produced by the Ministry of Culture, Youth, Sports and Community Development, and it's coordinated by the Youth Development Division. Today we have two interesting topics for you. We have license to learn youth and road safety, and we have kicks and confidence. Meet the Dominica girls on the 14 national team. Stay tuned.
Yes, ma'am. Again. Let me make things better. Listen up. Let me make things better. Let's go. Let me make things better. Again.
On the program, we always start things off with a word of prayer. So we're going to take this one right now by Kelsey, and it's called Intercede.
There are times when I kneel down on my knees to pray, and I must speak the truth. Sometimes I don't know what to say. See, it's not that the life that I'm living is unholy, cause I'm trying my best to do the things that you told me. See, I don't know what happens most of the time, why I can't put in words the things that's on my mind. But I know in my heart, I know in my heart, your Holy Spirit intercedes for me when I'm lost for words and I don't know what to say. I know I will not be dismayed. Your Holy Spirit intercedes for me with grown names that cannot be uttered. And you know what I wanna say, even if I can't say. Your Holy Spirit intercedes for me. Intercedes for me. Intercedes for me. I remember that time chilling on my bed, lying down on my back, hands under my head. Somehow I got the feeling that I really need to pray, but I just could not formulate the words for me to say. I remember the tears and this mellow feeling as I kept staring up to the ceiling. And I knew in my heart, I knew in my heart, your Holy Spirit intercedes for me when I'm lost for words and I don't know what to say. I know I will not be dismayed. Your Holy Spirit intercedes for me with grown names that cannot be uttered. And you know what I wanna say, even if I can't say. Your Holy Spirit intercedes for me. Intercedes for me. Intercedes for me. So many times that I really wanna talk to you, cause when I think of all the things that you've brought me through, I wanna talk but I can't start the conversation. But I'm so filled with conviction in my meditation. You've been so good and I know it in my heart, but as for speaking up I don't know where to start. But I know in my heart, I know in my heart, your Holy Spirit intercede for me when I'm lost for words and I don't know what to say. I know I will not be dismayed. Your Holy Spirit intercedes for me with grown names that cannot be uttered. And you know what I wanna say, even if I can't say. Your Holy Spirit intercedes for me. Intercedes for me. Intercedes for me. Welcome, Holy Spirit. We are in your presence. Fill us with your power. Live inside of us. Welcome, Holy Spirit. you know what I wanna say, even if I can't say. Your Holy Spirit intercedes for me. Intercedes for me. Intercedes for me. Yeah.
And that was Kenty with Intercede, saying special good afternoons to the Honorable Greta Roberts, our Minister, and also on Senator Oscar George. And we're going to go ahead and get started today. I just say everybody's in blue in studio. The first segment, everybody's in blue. And we have two officers with us today. I'll let them introduce themselves. Good afternoon to you guys.
Yes, good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to DBS listening public here and abroad. My name is Eddie Bellan, Sergeant of Police of the Commonwealth of Dominica Police Force, attached to the Traffic Department. I'm very happy to be here this afternoon.
And we're happy to have you.
Yes, to participate in your road safety vibe session.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks again for having me.
Good afternoon to one and all the listening public. My name is Yemi Regis, Corporal of Police, Commonwealth of Dominica Police Force. I'm attached to the Traffic Department, and we would like to say thank you for extending invitation to come here and speak to the listening public.
Well, it's more than fitting to have you guys here today because we obviously know what's happening in Dominica right now. So we have an hour to make it impactful. So I hope everybody's tuned in at home. If you're on the bus heading home, stay tuned into DBS. And as we get started with our officers, we're just trying to get an idea as to how can young people be safe on the roads, especially when walking home from school or crossing a busy street. Any one of you can go.
Yes, before I answer this question, we must ask the question, what is road safety?
What is road safety?
And road safety is all the methods and measures designed to prevent deaths and serious injuries from road traffic. All right?
Okay.
And we're talking about also minimizing the risk of accidents and also injuries. Okay, and when we speak of road users, we're talking about, we're referring to drivers, passengers, pedestrians, and cyclists. All right? So I'm very happy to be here, like I said earlier. I would also like to say a special good afternoon to members of the Commonwealth of Dominica Police Force. And I'm very happy this afternoon to share with you some road safety tips. So I will now pass on to Corporal Regis, who will mention a few of road safety tips for pedestrians.
Okay. Thank you, Sergeant. On the topic of road safety, now we will understand that we know what it is to be safe. Now, just to start, safety begins with oneself, all right? So you have to ensure that you do what you're supposed to do to be safe on the road. You cannot take it for granted that that person that is in charge of a motor vehicle is expected to have you safe. The onus is on you. You have to ensure that the steps that you take whilst on the streets are those that will cause you to be safe whilst out there.
Very true.
Right. So, a few tips for young persons, particularly school children, persons coming from school. You ought to know the flow or the direction that the traffic is traveling on the particular street that you are in. For example, you traveling or you walking along the, let's say the King George 5th Street, the traffic is flowing in a southerly direction along that street. You're going to cross from west to east. You have to pay attention to the vehicles that are traveling south, all right? So you turn to your left, you look, you ensure that you make eye contact with the driver, and then you cross the street, all right? So the flow of the traffic at the time. If, for example, you live in school, there's a police officer attached or is on duty at a school point or on a point, you adhere to his directions. So he might ask you to wait, then he allows the traffic to flow, then he gives the sign for the traffic to come to a halt, and then it's important that you follow his directions, because you'll well imagine what would happen If he's allowing the traffic to flow, he asks you to stop, and then you decide not to adhere to his directions, you cross the street, it could be knocked down.
Very true.
All right, so you pay attention to the traffic officers while they're on point.
Yes, if I may add to this, I mean, we are talking about 2025 when we have about 42,000 registered motor vehicles. It's not like, remember, growing up, I could actually count the amount of vehicles on both hands in Dominica. So we are living in a new era now, and we're talking about having 42,000 vehicles registered. To add to that, we also have a lot of young drivers.
Yes.
All right. I mean, we do not want to focus too much on driving. We are talking about pedestrians and the safety of persons traversing. All right. So to add to what, I also want to say that the street is not a playground. All right. Children, students must not use the street as a playground. All right, they must learn also, they must learn road signs. It is important that family members, teach your children road signs. All right, it's for their own safety. We're talking about also modeling good behavior. Always demonstrate and practice, all right, safe road safety measures. All right, especially particularly for children.
Officer, just one moment. It seems we have a call online with us. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to You Vibes.
Hello?
You are on You Vibes. Hello, good day.
Yes, is that the program? I wanted to add my voice.
Yes, you're here on You Vibes live on DBS Radio.
Okay, good afternoon. I'm happy to hear the officers on this program because since we're on the big program and outside of Police Week, we don't hear anything. And I'm happy because a lot of pedestrians, they don't look left or right, or they walk crisscross on the pedestrian on the road, and they say the driver is seeing me. But that is not correct, and I'm happy that you are educating the persons. They have to make proper eye contact with the driver, ensure that the driver see them, and then you walk briskly. Some people having a mobile phone while walking on the pedestrian crossing. So I'm glad for this program, and certainly that is something that should be continued. And as the officer said, there are quite a number of vehicles in the city or in Dominica, and the country is the same size. So persons have to be very mindful. Another thing is, persons get their driver's license, they drive with due care and attention, and as soon as they get their license, one-hand driving and doing a sort of magic on the road. But this is a very good program. I won't take more of your time. Thank you.
All right, caller, thank you so much for that. Thank you for calling in to contribute. And just to remind persons, if you want to call in today, you can call 448-23284 to join the conversation, and we'll go back to the offices.
Yes, we are also asking pedestrians to use a safe place when crossing. All right, when crossing from one side of the road to the next, it is wise that you use pedestrian crossings. Avoid blind spots. For example, avoid crossing from the back or the front of parked vehicles. All right, it is safer to cross a little distance away from parked vehicles so you can make eye contact with the motorist. All right, always look and listen. You look left, you look right, and you look left again. Look for traffic coming in both directions. All right, so even if the traffic is flowing in one direction, it is always wise and safer that you look in both directions. All right, use sidewalks at all times when walking. And in situations or cases where you do not have sidewalks, it is safer to walk on the side of the road facing oncoming traffic. So you can see vehicles approaching.
We have one other caller. Hello, good day.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm in love with that program. I made a promise to come to the traffic to ask for that program because there's a lot of things I try to understand. When I got my license a couple of years ago, I always say a couple of years ago, so people watching me upside down. They say you're supposed to park 15 feet from a corner. You're not supposed to go take on the bow of a bridge, and you're not supposed to this, and you're not supposed to that. What I notice happening is, instead of you, it's supposed to be 15 feet from the corner. You're going to turn in a street, and if you could take 3 feet in the street where you have to turn, when it's supposed to be 15 feet from the corner. So I try to wonder if they change the laws and things, because no, crossing the road, when you have vehicles parked on both sides of the road, you come from the sidewalk. You can't just walk and go across the road. When you reach by the vehicle, you have to stop and look up and look down. Make sure the driver see you and you see the driver. As the such caller says, when you use the pedestrian cross, it's not to fall asleep. You use the pedestrian cross to walk across and to make things go good.
That's very true.
My name is Ashton Parker. Thank you very much.
Yes, you're welcome, sir. Thanks for calling in today. All right, Sergeant Bellet and Corporal Regis, let's get back to it. We appreciate the callers for calling in again, because it's a live program, so we do appreciate that feedback. In terms of, let's say, what type of measures can youth take to protect themselves after a major event such as fetes and other social activities when traffic accidents tend to increase?
We all know that Dominica is a country with a lot of fete. And especially our young people, they like fete and social events. I mean, you cannot take that away from us. It's in our culture.
Yes.
And it's in our genes. But in as much as we want to partake in our fete, enjoy ourselves, we have to remember that our safety is paramount. All right, so we'd just like to share a few measures and a few, again, safety tips that would like to advise the young persons, especially when you are coming from a fete or even going to a fete.
Yes.
And the first thing you would want to do when preparing for a fete is to make arrangements for a trusted adult, all right, understand? Or a responsible driver. Either, it's best most times that you get somebody to drop you. I mean, I see now we have a lot of taxi services in Dominica, I mean, and I mean, I'm sure these persons are responsible drivers. I'm hoping that, so we're asking that you make these necessary arrangements. Or if you're driving, we're asking that you obey the traffic laws. As I speak now, I can say for a fact that we have a number of accidents right now, collisions for a better word. We have a number of increased collisions, especially among the young drivers. And one of the reasons for that is because our young drivers in particular do not adhere to the traffic laws. For example, a simple word like stop. We have these signs written at junctions, and some of them are affixed to poles on signs, and our drivers, particularly young ones, do not adhere to these rules. All right, some of them, you hear them say that, they did not see anything coming. As a matter of fact, it is an offense. It is a ticketable offense not to stop at a stop sign. All right, so we're asking that you obey the traffic laws if you are driving. For example, I mean, we're talking about another intoxication. We have a lot of young persons who drive under the influence of alcohol.
Very true.
So we are asking you to avoid driving. This impairs your judgment. All right, it does. So we're asking that, again, if you know you're going to be driving and you're going to be drinking, it's best not to drive.
Yeah.
All right. If you are coming out from a fete or you are going to a fete, you feel sleepy, it's best you park, get a rest, or get a trusted driver. Get somebody that is at least responsible and trusted. Again, I like to also remind young people that you must always be a leader and not a follower.
Yes.
All right. If
Very
you
true.
lead,
Very true.
all right, do not let persons or friends, especially when you're driving, let them distract you, because that's one of our main causes of collisions as well, is distractions. You have persons driving with cell phones, that if you can avoid that, you avoid that. We are talking about your safety. Again, we're asking that drivers wear seat belts. All right, it is important. Seat belt saves lives.
Yeah.
We have a lot of motorcyclists now. They do not. We are asking that they wear their helmet. I mean, we are traffic officers and we respond to traffic collision. That is part of our function.
You see a lot of things, yeah?
Yes. I mean, we have seen collisions where deaths could have been avoided by just wearing your helmet. You understand? So we're asking that, especially the motorcycle riders, to wear your helmets. All right.
One of the favorite sayings is precaution is better than cure.
Always. Always.
All right.
Always.
Okay. So I have a question for Corporal Regis. What role do bus drivers play in ensuring the safety of young passengers, and what standards should be maintained when transporting students and youth?
Right. So as it relates to the bus drivers, you will understand that the responsibility that you have is greater than one of somebody that is driving a private vehicle. And I say that to say, when you drive in a bus, then you are responsible for, let's say, a minimum of at least 16 lives.
Yes.
So the responsibility that you have is a little greater. So you have to exercise a bit more caution. As it relates to the bus drivers, you pick up persons, you're going to be expected to stop and put them down. All right? So you do that in an area that is safe. For example, you stop in at a pedestrian crossing. It is preferred that the buses stop to the front of the pedestrian crossing, so that the pedestrian themselves go to the back. They have a clear view as to the incoming traffic, and then they cross. But if you intend to stop at the front, then you assist as the bus driver. So you allow the person to disembark the vehicle, go to the pedestrian crossing. You as the driver, you look to your rearview mirror, you make a hand signal if there is oncoming traffic, and you assist. All right? When you're dealing with school children, try as much as possible to have those persons riding in the back of the bus in the event of any accidents, etc. All right? Allow persons to wear their seat belts. That is very important. You as the driver, as I said earlier on, you are responsible for the lives that are on the vehicle at the time. So you ensure if persons are a little bit reluctant, then you do the necessaries. But you try to ensure, and you speak to them. You let them know that wearing the seat belts is going to save them in the event of an accident.
So, to be honest with you, I've been taking public transportation for a lot of my life, and the only people I seen wearing the seat belt is sometimes the front passenger, yeah? Not even the bus driver want to put on the seat belt.
Right. So what I have noticed in recent times, though, and that is something that we have spoken about.
Okay.
A lot of the buses that come down to Dominica, imported from Japan or wherever the case may be, those buses are not equipped necessarily to carry passengers. Right. So you have persons here modifying those vehicles, putting their own little seats, and those seats are not equipped with seat belts. So that is the challenge that we face presently.
Okay.
But nonetheless, safety, those that are equipped with the seat belts, we ask the drivers that they ensure that the passengers that are sitting at the back wear their seat belts. All right? And let's hope and pray that everything goes well for those that are not equipped with the seat belts.
Yes, go ahead.
I am hoping that the bus drivers are listening.
A lot of them do tune in on Saturday.
And to add and to contribute to what Corporal Regis was saying is that bus drivers act as the first line of defense and security for a student. And school will soon be reopening. So we want to remind them that they are responsible for the security of the students. From the time a child leaves her home to school, a bus driver is the first line of defense. So we are asking that they do not carry more students, all right, than the bus is licensed to carry. We are asking that they do that. All right, make sure that they inspect their vehicles on a regular basis, okay? We're also asking that some of the bus drivers adhere again to the traffic laws. We just see a lot of craziness on the road, particularly from the bus drivers. Not that I want to target bus drivers. But we're just asking because you have the lives of passengers, students in your hands.
Yes.
All right, so it is important that you practice safe driving. You are responsible for the pickups and drop-off of passengers. So we're asking that you do that safely. All right.
I have one last question for you guys, but both of you can contribute. So in general, what practical steps can young people and their families take to contribute to safer roads in Dominica?
Right. Okay, we want to, again, the most important tip when it comes to driving, we want to remind persons, family members, students, is courtesy. All right, that is the biggest factor when it comes to safe driving. It is important that family members teach the young ones about safe driving. Also, when it comes to wearing of the seat belts, avoid drinking too much alcohol, which will impair and distract them from driving. Family should also teach road safety and road skills, like teaching them how to use sidewalks, teaching students or children how to walk safely onto the road, looking in both directions, just to add a few tips, okay? Young people and families should contribute, for example, by advocating. All right, we must be each other's keeper. Look out for one another, not just ourselves. All right, if I may. I don't know if the corporal...
To add to the conversation, I just wanted to say that parents should also teach their children situational awareness and understand that there's a time and place for everything. So like we say, the phones should be used at home and not when you're walking on the road or coming from school. And also the headphones are a big problem because you try to use your horn to indicate something is happening, but they cannot hear you because the headphones are so loud blasting in the ears, right?
Right.
So that's very dangerous.
Yes, it is.
Right. So these are some of the things, like in your spare time as family members, let's say mothers, fathers, etc. You have young ones going to school. Find at least an hour of your time during the course of the day, particularly probably after school or just before school, to educate your young ones. Speak to them. You have the experience, you have the knowledge. Tell them about these cell phones. If it means that you take it away from them for that period while they're walking on the streets to go to school, you take it from them. Because young persons, they tend to get distracted. If somebody is blowing, they don't hear and they cross the streets, and you could well understand what could happen. So so whilst you all are home, read, educate, have a little session, etc., etc.
Yes.
It's very important because, like the saying goes, children they do what they are taught. You understand?
And what they see.
Or what they see, or what they are told.
Yes.
So try as much as it relates to traffic. Try to educate the children as to the possibilities and what they should do and what they should not do.
Wonderful. So guys, I just want to say thank you so much for coming on here with us today. I'm just going to give you a moment to say just your closing remarks, because we know when you're having fun, time flies. So Sergeant Bellet, you'll go first. Closing or Regis?
Yes.
Closing remarks?
Yes, so like I said, as we spoke about the safety, but like I said, safety is solely based on the individual, right? So bear in mind that you are responsible for your own safety and not somebody else is responsible for your safety, right? So as you go out there, we had a little break for the summer. Now school is going to open, so you're going to find the volume of traffic is going to increase. So persons that are going to be walking out there, the volume of traffic is going to increase. You're going to have to be paying more attention. Children that are going to school, please adhere to the traffic signs, the flow of traffic. The police officers are on point. They are there to regularize the flow of traffic. So you adhere to them and you go out there and try to ensure that you keep in your mind that you are responsible for your own safety.
Thank you. Sergeant Bellet?
Our primary goal as traffic officers is to save lives and protect property. But that being said, again, safety starts with you. All right, so we ask that you continue to exercise courtesy and to practice safe road measures.
All right, guys, and thank you so much again for being with us today. We're just going to take this little musical break, and this one is Raise Your Flags by Colin XP. We'll be right back. Yes, and we will most definitely carry on because we love our country so much. And it's just so fitting because we actually have true Dominicans representing the green, the yellow, the white. I hear you making lap walk with an excitement over there, you know. I hear about all you. So I'm just going to go across the studio too. We have some bubbly personalities in studio with us. And say good afternoon and introduce yourselves.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Christina Sobers. I'm the goalkeeper coach for the under 14 women. I'd just like to say thank you for having us. And we'd like to shout out our teammates and our coaches, the rest of the coaches, and all the listening, all the You Vibes fans. So we'll say good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. My name is Breanna Briggs. I play the left wing for the Dominica National Under 14 team, and I'd like to thank DBS Radio for having us.
My name is Nickelle Hector. I play midfield for the Dominica Under 14 national team, and honestly, I'm thankful to be here this afternoon.
And we're so very happy to have you ladies. So, Christina, if we go way back and in the same field of football, it's a sport that we love and we cannot put it down, yeah? And I'm so happy to see that you have promoted your interest in this sport and take on the coaching role now. So congratulations on that. But I also want to ask the young ladies, tell the public, what inspired you guys to start playing football? Breanna. Breanna eyes open wide. Well, you can see on Facebook. But Breanna, tell us, what inspired you to start playing football?
Honestly, I just saw my mommy playing it and I just fell in love with the sport.
Ah, okay. You got it from your mama. All right. You go, girl.
So, growing up, I used to always watch my father play. Every time he had a game, I used to go watch him. So, I just kind of like the sport.
I'm happy to hear that. And for me personally, I think it happened one summer. It was a summer, we had school break, and we went Lindo Park, and that was it. And I couldn't stop after that. The adrenaline I think you get from the sport also has a big part to play in how you feel when you play, and that sense of team, right? Guys, how did it feel to be selected for the national team of Dominica? That's a big thing, you know. People trying out. How many people you had training, and how many people made the cut? Christina?
Well, we had a lot. I think we had around 50 something. I don't want to give an exact number because I can't remember.
That's fine. And how many people were selected for the final
20.
team? 20. Ladies, how does it feel to be selected to be a part of the national team?
It's a huge accomplishment to represent your country at that level. I feel very proud to play for Dominica.
Nice.
Well, I felt very happy when I saw that I made the team.
It's okay. It's okay, you know, if you're happy to take the trip as well, that's good too, you know, because I mean, you know, if you never left Dominica, the experience, you know, it's nice to, you know, where did you guys travel to?
Trinidad.
You had doubles and stuff then.
And Subway.
Okay, good stuff. Nice experience, right? All right, so tell us a little bit about the team. So, I'll leave that to Soas.
Okay.
In terms of the breakdown, the members, how many coaches, the captain, and so on.
Okay, so I will start with our talent coach. We have a talent coach attached to our unit. He was very helpful in our achievement. That's Kurt Heard. Then we had our head coach, Miss Rosilia Regis. We had the assistant coach, Mr. Mickey Joseph. We had Boots, Euclid Bertrand. He was our trainer and also an assistant coach. And our manager, very helpful lady, Miss Doreen Dura. And myself. So although there were moments where we maybe didn't see eye to eye on something, but that make it even a more dynamic team because we was able to put all differences aside and work together for common success.
Nice.
That, just about the coaching staff, right? Not the girls?
Yeah, for now.
Okay.
Girls, can you tell us what has been your biggest lesson that you've learned from being a part of this team? Any of you can start.
Something I've learned that just... What's the question again?
What was the biggest lesson that you've learned from being a part of the team?
Team. I would say working as a team, working as one, leadership skills. That's what I really learned.
Well, I learned to put our differences aside, you know, to work together. Because not everybody's the same.
And for you, Sobas, what was your biggest lesson being the goalkeeping coach for this trip?
Specifically goalkeeping coach? Well, I saw some nice goalkeepers, talented goalkeepers come and go. There were 2 goalkeepers because of injury and some other reason we couldn't take along with us, but they had a lot of potential, and we work with 3 others who also have a lot of potential, and we're seeing the era of not having goalkeepers fading away, because you know that was a major problem in Dominica, not being able to get
a keeper. Yeah.
And right now we had 5 good candidates.
Wonderful.
5 of them, and it would have been very difficult to pick from these 5.
From the 5.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear that the craft is continuing. We also have the captain of the team on here with us as well, Miss Kelsey. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Miss.
All right. And just joining the conversation here, what has been your biggest lesson that you've learned from being a part of the team?
Well, it has been a great pleasure so I can be part of the team, and I really hope that I can work with my
All right, Kelsey, thank you so much. All right, guys, I understand that's your first time being on the radio. Yeah, so it's okay. It's okay to be a little nervous. You're gonna have a lot more interviews in the future. We're happy to be your first on New Vibes, but the at the rate that you guys are going, I do see that bright things in your future. I see a lot of bright things in your future. All right. In regards to the tournament, tell us about the tournament that the team participated in recently, Coach.
Okay, so we participated in a CFU tournament with tier 2. So we had 4 games to play in that tier. And we won all 4 games. And then we move on. So we faced Bonnier, then St. Lucia, then St. Kitts, and then USVI. So for that first round, we became champions of that round. Then
Wow.
we moved on to semi-finals where we won. The Suriname, a team we have never beaten before. A team that actually gave us a lot of problems before in past days. And our under 14 girls came and they really stepped up and took revenge. They took revenge for us.
They avenged Dominica, man.
Yes. Yeah. Unfortunately, we was not able to win the final game, but I fought their whole strong against French Guyana and just lost by 1 goal. So that wasn't bad at all.
I'm very happy to hear that. You know, when you hear football in Dominica, you know, sometimes the news isn't always, not that we don't have talented players, yeah? Sometimes the results are not always what we want, but I'm very happy to see that we're starting from grassroots.
Yes.
So it means that the future national team, senior women's team of Dominica will also be looking very bright. So I'm happy that you players are on here and you are dedicated to the craft, and I hope you are just as dedicated to your schoolwork and other aspects of life. And, you know, I look forward to hearing great things about the team, and hopefully I'll be able to give back and contribute as well. Hopefully on a smaller scale as Sobers, but, you know, something in its own. Tell us about, well, you told us in regards to how far we got. So the only game that we really lost was against French Guyana.
And that was the finals.
That was the finals.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll start with you, Captain, on the line. How do you hope to inspire other young females in Dominica to partake in sporting activities? You got that?
Can you repeat the question?
Yes. How do you hope to inspire other young females in Dominica to participate in sporting activities?
Well, I would advise them to behave themselves and have respect for the coaches and the entire staff.
That is very important, and Sobers can attest to that as well. Your discipline as a player, sometimes it's not just about your skill, but your discipline as a player can take you very far. Because, I mean, you can be the most talented person out there, but if you have no manners and no courtesy, what coach wants you on the staff now, right? So that's very important, and I'm happy to hear that the captain has acknowledged the fact that, you know, you have to be disciplined. Ladies, what would you say to other young females to motivate them to participate in sporting activities? If you want to just motivate them for football and they're listening, you can say that too, you know.
I want to say like the hard work always pays off and never give up. Just keep training.
I love that. Never give up and keep training. Wonderful. Breanna like to smile. Yes, Breanna.
I
So
would
what?
say the same thing. Just always keep pushing, work hard, and never give up. You'll face a lot of challenges and obstacles, but that's part of the journey.
Okay, wonderful. I love that. Ladies, just in regards to aspirations, how far do you see yourself getting in football or reaching? What level do you see yourself reaching in football? Breanna, you can go first. It's fine.
Well, honestly, I want to go to the very top to play for a pro club
Wonderful.
internationally.
Oh, I love that. And your mother will be right there.
Always supporting.
Always there, she that. Wonderful. I love that.
Very difficult to answer that question.
Do you see yourself only playing for the national team and calling that that's it?
No.
Where do you also aspire to take it to a professional level?
Yeah, in the future, I really hope to get a scholarship.
And that's I'm happy to hear that. So you have to start lining up your ducks in a row, right? And we'll work on that conversational skill because you're going to need to talk to people, right? Okay, you have the smile already. You have the hard work already, the ethic. We'll work on those two areas. And Miss Captain, Kelsey, are you there with us?
Yes, miss.
Yes. What is the highest level do you see yourself reaching in football?
Well, moving to higher heights and joining different football clubs and to become a pro footballer.
Wonderful. I love that for you guys. All right. At this moment, I'd also like to give you guys the opportunity to say shout outs to your fellow teammates or maybe persons who have motivated you along the way. And I'll start with our coach.
Well, I'd like to say thank you to Mr. Badudu for putting me as part of the dynamic team, and DFA for also giving me that opportunity. And shout out to all the footballers out there. Have a good day.
I'd like to shout out my assistant coach, Coach Rosie. She really pushed me and encouraged me to work hard, even when I felt, I didn't really feel it. I felt a little sad along the way. I was facing a little obstacles, but she really pushed me to continue to work hard.
I'd like to say thank you for to my parents and again Coach Rosie. She is not the kindest of person, and sometimes I believe she don't like us, but at the end of the day,
it's tough love. It's tough love. It's all tough love. We know Rosie and we know it's tough love, right? But the tough love paid off. Yep. It paid off, yes. Nickelle, tell us, what are your parents' names?
My father is Nigel Hector and my mother Desiree Daniel.
Wonderful. So shout out to you guys. And Miss Captain, do you want to say shout outs to anybody?
Yes, miss.
You can go ahead.
I'd like to say a big thank you to Coach Rosie for believing in me and pushing me to the best. I really appreciate her guidance and support.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for being on here with us as we start to wrap up. I'm just going to ask our coach just to give a closing motivational word, to young ladies, parents who maybe want to get involved, how they can get involved. Just give us your final comments.
Okay, so I would like to invite all young girls out there to just get involved in football. It's not just impacting you physically. It could help you socially, also mentally. Also, you could get so many opportunities out there. Scholarships, there get opportunities to travel. So just give your children the opportunity. Let them go out there and try it out. Don't say football is for boys. I hear that too much. Get the young ladies involved. It's not just for boys. We can play too. Ladies play football. Okay, that's it.
And we play some good ball too, yeah. So, but thank you so much for being on here with us. Breanna, Nickelle, and Kelsey, thank you guys for being with us on Youth Vibes. And, of course, we wish you guys all the luck and success in the future as you all go out and continue to build that unity in your team. We're just going to take a short musical break right now. We're taking this one by Colton T. It's called Strains of Success.
Yeah, I I was created by a God. So I guess that makes me a God. God on earth, Colton T. Yeah, man. Yeah, I feel lost sometimes. The pain and the stress combine. Yeah, I feel confined. Feel time's gone and it can't rewind. No. Can't express myself, show me feel I gotta be alright. True me's a man will provide, yes, everything's gotta be done right. There is no me when I do, yes, I do it for we, yeah. It's when I feel down, I can't turn to nobody. Just gotta be strong for me and my family. Going things wrong, everybody's looking to me. But some days I feel stressed, I feel weak. I'm a work hard, I feel incomplete.
Saying good afternoon to all the youth officers out there, all the coaches on the national sides, on the local teams, making impacts and changing lives of young people in Dominica.
To be at my best, I feel rich peak, a strength of success, but nobody don't see it. Universe never.
We also have two announcements today. The Allo
Love and blessings so me can share. Risking it all.
young people between the ages of 12 and 18 from the St. Mark's Parish are invited to a very special health clinic on Tuesday, 2nd of September at the Scots Head Health Center from 9:30 a.m.
I can't turn to nobody.
A bus will be provided from Galio, and that will be leaving at 9:15 a.m.
Going things wrong, everybody's looking to me.
Refreshments will be available towards the session, and please send your daughters, sons, cousins, grandchildren, sisters, and brothers, since their health is their wealth.
From fast, I can't retreat, but I need rest. Mind need sleep. The heart want fight, but the body can't do it. To be at my best, I feel rich peak. The strength of success, but nobody don't see it. There is no me when I do, yes, I do it for we. It's when I feel down, I can't turn to nobody. Just gotta be strong for me and my family. Going things wrong, everybody.
Just sending some birthday greetings out to the August borns in my life. Sending birthday greetings out to Shanda Cabon, Shyla Thomas, Lara Bruni, and of course my mom, Jacqueline Libla. Happy that you guys enjoyed your birthday month.
And we go again and again. Okay, boo. Alright, yeah. You could go.
All right, and just wrapping up here with my favorite quote, which says, "When I was a young man, I wanted to change the world. When